Welcome to Story Time, friends. This story is about our friend Piko and the tidy home. In a cozy little house at the end of Maple Street lived a cheerful boy named Piko. Piko had bright, curious eyes, a playful laugh, and a mind full of adventures. He loved building tall block towers, raising toy cars across the living room, and pretending the couch was a giant mountain. But there was one small problem. Piko was not very good at tidying up. His toys were everywhere. Toy cars under the couch, building blocks near the door, action figures hiding behind pillows. His shoes sometimes sat in the middle of the hallway. His socks appeared in strange places. And his clothes, they stayed on the floor instead of in the laundry basket. Every evening, Piko's parents walked through the house carefully.
Careful, there's a block near the table.
Someone forgot to park this car in the toy garage.
I'll clean it later.
He would say quickly before running off to play again. But later didn't come very often. One morning, something happened. Piko was getting ready for school when he suddenly shouted from his room,
Mom! I can't find my other shoe!
Mom came in and looked around. There were toys on the floor, a shirt on the chair, papers under the bed.
Let's see,
She said calmly. They looked under the table. They checked behind the couch. They searched in the hallway. Finally, after many minutes, Dad found the missing shoe under a pile of toys.
Here it is.
Dad said, holding it up. Piko signed.
Oh.
He rushed to school, but they were late. That evening, while cleaning the living room, Mom sat beside Piko.
Piko, when things are left everywhere, we spend a lot of time looking for them and cleaning them.
It becomes double work for us. First we clean, and then we search for things.
Piko looked around the room. He saw his toys scattered across the floor. He saw his backpack tipped over. He saw the shoes near the door that he had kicked off earlier. For the first time, he noticed how much work it made for everyone.
I didn't realize.
He said quietly. Later that night, when the house was quiet and the moonlight slipped softly through the windows, Piko walked into the living room. A toy car rested near the couch. Block sat near the table. A shirt was still on the floor. Piko stood still for a moment.
I think I should fix this.
He whispered to himself. He picked up the toy car.
Cars belong in the toy box garage.
He said softly. He placed it carefully inside. Then he gathered the blocks.
Blocks back in the basket.
He murmured. He folded the shirt and placed it in the laundry basket. Next, he lined his shoes neatly by the door.
Wow, the room looks so much better. A job well done.
He placed his hands on his hips and smiled. The next morning, Mom walked into the living room.
Well, look at that. Everything is tidy.
It makes the morning so much easier.
Piko felt a warm glow inside his chest. He liked that feeling. That afternoon, when he finished playing with his toys, he paused before running off. He looked at the floor. Then he smiled.
Nope, not leaving it like that.
He picked up the toys and placed them back where they belonged. It only took a few minutes, but it saved a lot of time later. From that day on, Piko tried his best to tidy up after himself. Not because someone told him to, but because he understood something important. When you clean up your own things, you help everyone in the home. You save time. You make life easier. And feel proud of the space around you. So remember, little friends, when toys scatter, when shoes slip off, when clothes fall on the floor, take a moment. Put them back where they belong. Because a tidy home starts with each of us doing our part. Do you help clean your toys? Think again and take a moment to reflect. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, little ones. Stay smiling, stay happy, and stay healthy.